Hello everyone, my name is Umesh and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we are going to learn what is shallow copy, what is deep copy and the differences between them. In this video we will learn what is aliasing, what is how copy method is used and how deep copy method is used and what is the differences between them. So without wasting any time, let's start with the topic. So first of all I will create one empty list or I'll create one new list with the name lst1 and I will add some items into that list. For example, 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Why I have used list in this case? Because to demonstrate list, shallow copy or deep copy, we need to use a collection which is having a mutable property in it. So that's why I use list in this case. So as I told, I have created one new list lst1 and I have added some items into that list. So now let's print that list. Let's check, is it having a same element? Yes, it is having 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Now let's try to copy this list into some other list. For example, let me create a new list with the name lst2 and I will assign lst1 into that. Okay. So this statement basically copies list 1 into list 2. The elements which are having 1, comma that is 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4 now will be copied into list 2. So if we print list 2, you can see the values like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 same values which was there in list 1. So now let's try to update list 1, some element of list 1 with some other value. For example, list 1 zeroth element of list 1 with some other value, for example 100. So now let's check list 1. So as you can see, the zeroth element of list one is being updated. Like it's been updated 100. As you can see, the first zeroth element is earlier having one value as a one. Right now it is 100. So now let's check for list two as well. As you can see now, our list two is also has been updated. Why so? Let me explain. In Python, we are having one function called id. Basically, id function is used to identify or the to understand the or to know where our variable is been stored in the memory. Basically, it gives us a memory location, like where that variable has been stored. For example, let me I'll demonstrate you. Like I will use id of lst1 comma id of lst2. Now you can see the list 1 and list 2 both are pointing to same memory location, that is this one. List 1 is also having a same memory location and list 2 is also having a same memory location. So that's why when we update any item or any index of list 1, list 2 is also getting updated. Why so? Because the both the lists are pointing to the same memory location. So this is called aliasing or aliasing. We have just added, or we can say, you can say, we have just given a new name to the list one. First of all, we have created one list one, and I have added one some items into that list. Then we have copied that list to list two, and we have updated list one zeroth element of list one with some other value. Now then we tested that what list one is having and what list two is having. So at that time both the lists are getting updated. Why so? Because list one and list two are pointing to the same memory location. So that's why when we change any items from the list one, both the list will get updated. So this is called aliasing. So next approach is shallow copy. For that we will use copy method. So for that I will import one package, import one module, import copy. Now let's create one list in this lst3 equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. And now let's create one more list and we'll copy list 3 into that, but this time we will use copy method, copy dot copy. Sorry, we will use like this way, copy dot copy and list3. Okay. So now let's try to print it out. List 3 comma list 4. So when you check, list 3 is also having 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. List 4 is also having 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. We have just copied list 3 into list 4 by using a copy method. So let's try to update list 3, some element of list 3 with some other value. For example, list 3, for example, zeroth element of 0, or you can say 0 or 1, you can update whatever. I'll update zeroth element of list 3 with some other value, for example 900, and let's try to print list 3 right now. Now you can see the zeroth element has been updated by the value 900. Now let's check for list 4 as well. So as you can see, this time only list 3 is getting updated, not list 4. Why? Let's check. We will use again id function to check the memory location of each list. id comma ls id in bracket lst3 comma id in bracket lst4. So this time, the memory location are different. As you can see, list 3 is stored in this particular memory location, and list 4 is stored in this particular memory location. So that's why when we try to update list 3, any element of list 3, only that list is getting updated, not list 4. So using shallow copy, this is the shallow copy approach. Only using a copy method, we have copied a list into a new list and tried to update a list 3, and then we tested that like list 3 is only getting updated, not list 4. Because why? Only because the memory locations are different. For both list 3 is also stored in different location, and list 4 is also stored in different location. So that's why when we try to update any item of list 3, only that list is getting updated, not list 4. But the twist is, when we use a nested list, for example, let me create a new list over here. Let us create a nested list, for example 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8, and let's try to copy this list file into some other list, for example lst6. And this time again we will use this copy method only, copy lst5. So now let's print list 5. List 5 is having one list. This is a nested list. So first list is having 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and the second index or second list is having 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. Now let's print list 6 also. Yeah, so list 6 is also having the same items: 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. Now let's try to update first this index. As you can see, zeroth element of list 5, and in that zeroth index. So how we can do, for example lst5 of 0 in bracket 0. This refers to a zeroth element, which means this, as you can see, if you can see, the value 1 is referred as lst5 0 of 0. So now let's try to update. I'm just referring to that index. You can refer any index also, like you can update 3 or 4, any value of your choice. So let me update that with some other value, for example 500. And now let's try to print list 5. Now if you can see, the the zeroth element of list 5 is being updated by 500 value. So now let's check list 6 also. So right now you can see the list 6 is also getting updated. We have used same approach that we have used in earlier example, that copy. At that time only one list was getting updated, but right now you can see both the lists are getting updated. Why so? Let's check that. I will use id function again, and let me try to print memory location for the first index of list 5 and first index of list 6 also. So when I enter it, so you can see, 1 second. Okay, ID of LST 6, sorry. So now when I enter it, you can see both the indexes of least the zeroth index of least 5 and zeroth index of least 6 are referring to the same memory location. So that's why when you update any item of a nested list with some other value, both the list will get updated. So this approach is called a shallow copy, or this is the normal functionality we can get to see in shallow copy approach. Like if we are using a single dimensional list, at that time only one list will get updated. But when we are using nested list and we are trying to update any item of a nested list, at that time both the lists are getting updated. So this is the shallow copy approach. Now let's discuss the deep copy approach. So for that also, let me create a new list. For example, LST7, and directly I will demonstrate the nested list operation. Let's create a nested list: 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. We'll create one more new list with the name lst8, but this time we will use deep copy method. Copy dot deep copy lst7. Okay, now if you try to print list 7, you can see same element: 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 5 comma 6 comma same, 7 comma 8 same as it is. And list 8, if I print list 8, this is also same: 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. Now let's try to update uh, that same approach, like zeroth index of list 7 with some other value. For example, list 7 zeroth index in that zeroth index. So let's update that with some 600 value by 600. Now let's check list 7. So when I enter list 7, when I print list 7, you can see the zeroth element is being updated by 600 value. So now let's check for list 8 as well. In this, you can see the list 8 is not updated. In earlier approach, like in shallow copy approach, when we have used copy.copy method, at that time when we are using nested list and when we try to update any item of a nested list, both the lists were getting updated. But in deep copy, when we have used deep copy, copy.deep copy method, at that time only one list is getting updated. Why so? Because when we check ID for each location, like for example list 7 of 0 and list 8 of 0. So when I print it, you can see the both the items, both the indexes are stored in different memory location. So the point is, like when we use copy.deep copy method, at that time the references of the elements are also stored in a new memory location. Like when we copy by using a deep copy method, the memory locations, or you can say the references for the each element of a nested list, are also getting a new memory, or you can say are stored in a new memory location. So that's why when we are using copy.deep copy, and when we try to update any item of a list 7, only that item or only that list is getting updated, not the second list. Why so? Because in deep copy method, the references of its child element, or you can say the inner list index, it's also getting a new memory location. So that's why when we use deep copy, only one list will get updated. But in shallow copy, if only that list, the inner, when we try to update a inner list, both the list will get updated. Why? Because both the items are referring to the same location. So this is the like I have explained three things to you. One is aliasing, and second one is shallow copy, and third one is deep copy by using different methods. So if you like the video, click on like button, and thank you for watching the video.